I sell over $100,000 every single month in my Amazon arbitrage business, and I want to show you guys the exact strategy today that I use to find successful winning products on a daily basis. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Hish, also known as Ecom Hish on Instagram and YouTube, of course. And I've been selling on Amazon since the age of 18 years old, which was 2 years ago. Now I'm 20, and I've generated over $100,000 profit in my first year selling on Amazon. And I've also helped tons of other people absolutely scale their Amazon business to that 5 and even 6 figure per month mark. And like I said before, today I want to show you guys one of the strategies that I've used to help me find winning products on a daily basis. Because one problem that I see tons of new sellers struggle with is finding winning and consistent products for their business to constantly resell on a monthly and even yearly basis. So without further ado, let's get right to the video. All right, so as you guys can see right here, I have these Red Heart Super Saver 3-pack yarns pulled up, and then you can see there's some for 25 bucks on Amazon. And if I scroll down here, the one thing I like to look at right off the bat is the Keepa chart. Now, if you don't know how to read a Keepa chart, I do have a video in my past YouTube videos of me going over exactly how I've used it to scale my business from 0 to 100K. I'm going to drop a link for that YouTube video in the description below going over a full Keepa dive, so make sure to check that out if you haven't already. But besides the point, we can see right here, everything looks good for the most part. Keepa chart is looking really good considering the pink line, which is the buy box right here, is pretty stable for the most part. And as you can see down here, the offer count shows good oscillation. Every time the offer count has good movement, aka going up and down, showing healthy oscillation, that's a good sign that people are coming in stock and also selling out of stock pretty rapidly, right? We can see right here, at one point it inclined all the way up to about 24 sellers at its highest point in the last year. And you can see it's on a downward trend, which it went all the way down to even, 4 sellers at one point. So seeing that automatically tells me there is velocity to this product. It's making sales on a consistent basis, which means if I can find it for a good enough price, then we might be in business, right? Now, after the Keepa chart looks good, offer count looks pretty solid. We can see for the most part, everything kind of checks off. The one thing I want to look for as well is the price, right? So obviously, I already have the 1147 cost plugged in because when I went to Google, we could see it's selling on Walmart for $12.58, which I know Walmart does have tax exempt. So if I go over to here, let's see, $12.58. I think 1147 might be inaccurate. $12.58. Take off 8% off from sales tax because I have that sales tax factored into my selling rep already. We're at $11.57 cost price. And if I go to cardbear.com, we can see gift cards are going to be really good on this. Let's see, Walmart's 1.8% off. Okay, so not the best. Ooh, 8% on card cookie though. Okay, here we go. So now I'm not only getting discounts on the tax exemption, but I'm also getting discounts on the actual gift cards as well. So $11.57, take off 8% off as well from sales tax right there. Now we're at a $10.64 cost price selling for 25 bucks. We can see right here, buy box is at 25, let's see, 25 bucks flat right now, and that's FBM. We can see, yep, the seller right here, we can see, shipped from, sold by the same seller, which means it's an FBM seller. Every time it says shipped from and sold by a consumer, it's FBM, aka fulfilled by a merchant, which tells me that, hey, if this guy can win FBM buy box, there's a good chance I can win it too as long as I'm priced competitively, and obviously shipping and everything checks off too. So we can see right here, if I scroll down, I already have FBM plugged in at $5.60 for shipping price, which is pretty accurate considering this is what, 1.39 pounds. It's gonna cost me anywhere between $5 to $6 on average. So you can see it right there, $5 to $6. I'm at in the middle, 47% ROI, $5 profit per unit sold. And now that I have this one product that I know sells, and not only do I know it sells, but I know where it comes from, aka Walmart. If I scroll down here to the offers tab, right, we can see all these other sellers are selling this exact same product, essentially, right? And as a seller, being myself, one big thing that a lot of sellers struggle with is they don't know where to go from. They find a winning product, or they don't even know how to find a winning product in the first place. Well, right here, this is the best way to find a winning product is by going through other storefronts and seeing exactly what they sell so I can replicate it back into my business, right? So right off the bat, we could see this works. I'm gonna go over here to this ENE Sales USA just for an example. Now, ideally, when I'm picking out a third-party seller I do want to review, I typically want at least anywhere between 10 to 200 ratings, or even like 10 to 300 to be honest with you, just because anything below 10, they're too new of a seller for me to really want to pay attention to, considering they might not have a lot of good stuff in their storefront. And anything over that 300 mark is pretty sustainable to being a wholesaler or a 3PL seller, or excuse me, APL seller is what I meant to say, meaning they sell private label. And obviously as arbitrage sellers, the last thing we want to do is storefront stock, or aka reverse sourcing, same exact terminology. The last thing we want to do is reverse source off of a storefront that doesn't have reseller friendly products, right? So we can see right here, E&E sales, 158 ratings, not bad at all. I'm gonna pull up the storefront right here, and we can see right off the bat, this guy has a good amount of brands in here, Red Heart being one of those brands, which is what we just found right here. Looks like they have 5 products right there that we can easily source off. So I'm gonna go to Red Heart right there, and if I scroll down, now here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential, even 6 potential winning products that might be good. So what I'll do is I'll just pull up these products one by one, simple as that, and see exactly if it's profitable and if I can find these products profitable, or even if they're worth selling, right? Right off the bat, I want to make sure this thing is even worth selling. And I can see right here, the monthly sold, which is this yellow line right here, tells me it sells about 50 times a month. Offer count shows decent velocity. Buy box is very, very stable considering the line's pretty flat for the most part. Now it's about finding this profitable. So we're looking for a 2-pack light blue, 7 ounces. So let's see what we can find. Let's see, 12-pack. Nope, that's too much. That's 43 bucks. Let's see, 7 ounces, 4 medium. All right, this might be it right here. Let's see, blue. Make sure it's the same colorway. Light blue, right? So this should be the same exact thing. Let's see, light blue. Yep, here we go. And if I do, let me get this out of the way real quick. We can see, looks like they're out of stock right now. But when they were in stock, they were at $9.99. Yeah, that's for third-party sellers though. So for the most part, looks like it's around that $3.77 range. So even though this product is out of stock, I mean, we know for a fact we probably could have been in stock in this, right? Because $3.77, let's say it had it been in stock, right? $3.77, take off, or multiply that by 2, because this is a 2-pack, right? $7.54, so obviously we're not profitable at all right now, but, right, this is a 1-pack, right? Let me show this 1-pack. Yeah, this is a 1-pack for sure. So remember though, we do have a few things here. We do have, number 1, sales tax exemption, so we can get rid of sales tax, right? And if you don't know what that means, simply go to your local Secretary of State on Google, or just search up, let's say you live in, I don't know, we'll say Nevada. Just type in Nevada sales tax permit, and there could be an application that you can apply for, so that every time you're shopping on websites that offer sales tax exemption, you don't have to pay sales tax on any products that you buy if you live in a sales tax state, right? For example, if you live in a state like New Jersey or any other sales tax-free state, then you're not paying any sales tax for anything you buy online. But I live in California. We have around 8% sales tax, so I already have that factored into my selling up settings. I'm going to take that off right there and take off another 8% off from discounted gift cards. Remember, from Card Bear over here on Card Cookies. So let's go back over here to that product. Let's see where we at over here somewhere. Let's see. Make sure I'm fine. Here we go. Cool. So let's do that one more time. So $3.77, right? Multiply that by 2. Excuse me. Let's go. Take off 8% off from sales tax. Take off another 8% off from discounted gift cards. 638, 423, negative 4.23 ROI, so probably not the best right there. But mind you, this thing does weigh less than a pound, and it is FBM friendly, right? So let's see right here real quick. $15.95 for, and it's free shipping too. All right, let's see. And this is FBM buy box for the most part. So ideally, if we're going to FBA this, we're going to FBA this at what? $17.50, $17.60. So at $17.50, we're not quite there. We're almost there. But ideally, yeah. So we're probably not there right now. But I would put this into maybe like a spreadsheet down here to where maybe an almost good spreadsheet, so that if gift card rates ever skyrocket up, this could be a potential almost good winning product in the future, right? 60% ROI, to me at least, we're 4% more away from making it a good product, right? A 20% ROI flat. And even though that product was not that good, right, considering there's only a 16% ROI, it's not the end of the world, because obviously at the end of the day, you're going to come across bad products. You're going to come across great products. It's not about how fast you can find good products. It's about how fast you can actually vet out those bad products so you can move on to the next product, right? And the cool thing about products like that is that I wouldn't completely count them out. Like I said, I would create a spreadsheet, make it called, almost good spreadsheet, put the almost good products in there so that when gift card rates ever bump up, because 8% on Walmart, I've seen Walmart be at 20% before. Had Walmart been at 20%, I can guarantee you we probably would have been in the green, considering, 12% difference in price. That's going to make a massive difference. So don't always count out every almost good product. Make sure to always put in a spreadsheet so that when it does come back in stock, you can always check it time after time. That way you have no leakages in your business. All right, now discard that last bad product, because hey, at the end of the day, you're going to come across bad products. I already found a banger right off the bat. So we can see right here, off that same exact storefront, we can see right here, I found these exact same Red Heart brands, so the same exact brand, but a different variation within the brand. So we can see it's these Red Heart 3-pack brand, or these Red Heart 3-packs for the yarn. Now, if I search it up on Google, we can see it comes up on Walmart for $3.38 a pack. So if we do $3.38 times pack of 3, we're not the most profitable at all, right? But if I subtract, what, 8% off from sales tax exemption, plus additional 8% off from discounted gift cards, we're still not profitable. But keep in mind, this thing does weigh about £1.39. It is 1967, but most sellers would make the mistake and look at this and be like, all right, it's not profitable at 1967. Well, of course it's not. If I scroll down here, we can see the lowest third-party seller FBA is 22.24. So we're not going to price this at 1967 FBM. We're going to price this at what? We'll say 22.30, right? At 22.30, we're almost at a 20% ROI, which is pretty good for something that has probably, zero returns at all. We can see this thing sells pretty consistently. The offer count looks really good. Oscillation is great. Buy box is very, very stable. And in the past, it's even sold at what? $23 even at one point. See, at $23, we're at a really healthy margin. 26% ROI, $2.30 profit. Not bad at all. And even in the year, all year round, it's even sold at 25 FBA. So this might fall into a practically really good winning product right now. And we can see, we're pennies away from becoming really profitable. And that's at current gift card rates. Typically, gift card rates are at least 15 to 20% for Walmart. So let's say hypothetically we're at 20% discounted gift cards. If I go back over here to 338, see 338 real quick, take off 8% from discounted, from the sales tax exemption, take an additional 20% off from discounted gift cards, multiply this by 3 units. Now we're at a 45% ROI, almost a $3.50 profit per unit sold. This thing sells around 100 to 200 times a month. Velocity is there, margin's there. This is a consistent winning product. And now, obviously, I'm seeing this product winning. I can easily go down to the offers again one more time. We can see there are tons of other sellers that probably have a very similar, good storefront to them, to where we can find a ton of more winning products within the same exact brand, and even more brands that we probably haven't even heard of before, right? So it's an endless loophole, and you guys can see that just from simply reverse sourcing off one storefront. If you are getting a lot of value out of this video and you want to see exactly how you can work directly with myself and my community as far as live sourcing calls, having direct contact with myself, one-on-one calls, and just pretty much seeing exactly how we source live products on a daily basis to help you grow from all the way from 0 to 10 to $100,000 a month in revenue. I've helped tons of students absolutely crush their goals. I'll pop up the testimonies all over the screen right here. If all this sounds really interesting to you, I do have a link in the description below that you're more than welcome to click on. On that call, we will see exactly where you are in your business, what your goals are, and if everything sounds good, I would love to see in this, and I would love to help you crush this business. All right, so after finding that red yarn winning product within the brand Red Heart, I clicked on a brand new storefront which has 7 Red Heart branded products. And we can see right here, I would just simply rinse and repeat the exact same process. Click on a storefront within that winning product that we found. Make sure it's anywhere between 10 to 300 ratings. And from there, see exactly what else you can find within that brand and what even new brands you can find within that storefront that you can resell back in your Amazon business. And as you guys can see, it's a very straightforward process. I would just click on all these products one by one, see exactly what I can find, and just go from there. As you guys can see, sourcing product with this strategy is not that hard. It's just a constant rinse and repeat game. It's all about knowing where to find the products, aka what websites to buy from, what discounts to use, can you apply sales tax exemption or use a prep center, because prep centers are sales tax free, right? And leveraging all these things together to find winning products is one of the best ways that you can use in your business to constantly find products on a day-to-day basis. With that being said, if you guys got a lot of value out of this video, drop a sub to the channel below. Turn those notifications on so that every time I drop a video, you guys are notified immediately. And if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I will answer them ASAP. But without further ado, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.